in with the timings of the drops, but
Yeah, I know. I was trying to. It's really hard to play against the Shimas. All right, let's talk about this game real quick though first.
oh, we're in.
So in the red corner, LargoPancake as Vortis.
His opponent on the other side of the map on Fishers. It's a solid conviction, spawning in the blue, playing Vortis? What?
Yes, we got a Vortis mirror here. It's
oh
gonna
my
be
god.
A very interesting game.
Okay, have you played any recently? Any Vortis mirrors?
I have watched a few Vortis mirrors, but I haven't played any. And from what I've seen, it really just comes down to a nice spam between Grenadiers and Grunts. It's a really interesting game. And it's also really important to make sure your Grenadiers die second and not first, because your goo overlaps their goo, and then the extra DPS is huge. It's actually almost worth getting the Warrior.
Oh my god, look at this. They're skipping the buildings. Skipping the buildings for minis. This is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, look at that. LargoPancake opening up real aggressive with those minis, isn't he?
Totally. Yeah, those two central minis. This is PC meta stuff, man. Like, you don't see this normally, but yeah, he really went for that middle ground. The reason people do that ever is because the whole central area is high ground, so it's very hard to attack into it.
Oh yes. Not to mention when you're building reinforcements, your reinforcements are gonna be a lot. They're fast a lot. Be there a lot faster than theirs.
Oh yeah.
So it's just a really good position to have. Most of the time, you usually see it go one up on each, pretty even. But LargoPancake actually sacrificed that that third building on his main base by maybe 30 seconds to get an extra mini.
Oh, so we're seeing an Apex raid camp combo, actually out of LargoPancake. So that's where they deviate from each other. ASolidConviction going double raid camp instead.
Yeah, I mean the engineers I think might be able to pull it out. It really depends on what they heal. Like if they can heal some grenadiers after they blow up.
Oh, that raid camp is being pooped on though. I think that's not a good start for LargoPancake.
I think if he can just build one grenader out of there, he should be able to hold that. And they actually, whoa, look at this. We actually got second point as a grenader drop over supposed to.
That should make up for it, although he does lose the raid camp, I think. Depending on what ASolidConviction decides. He should do it.
He is producing some brute grenadiers though. I think one brute grenader can save that. Oh, and there goes the goo second. Completely overrides the goo from ASolidConviction.
Yeah. Oh, he's in goo everywhere. He's gonna get out of there for sure.
Oh man. Looks like Largo is actually going to save this raid camp here.
That's crazy. Decent explosion, but didn't do much as everyone was on the edge.
I think Largo could have positioned those grenadiers there a little better to get some better AoE damage on those units.
Yeah. Oh, there's a jump back route. That's great. That's a great move there. Yeah, ASolidConviction pulled up just one. It was great.
It's really sucks to play the Vortis mirror firsthand, but to watch it, it's almost it's really entertaining. It's like a dance.
Yeah. Yeah, you're really gonna go back and forth between the infused areas and not infested areas.
Right.
Oh, he actually sent that chopper to heal up. That's smart. Oh, the choppers are pretty bad against the grenadiers.
Yeah, they are, but they can actually clean up any brutes that LargoPancake builds. Although I don't think LargoPancake is building brutes, but you know, Conviction might not know that.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's more coming right now. I don't see a raid camp.
King
he just remade it.
Target air, or did
they
I just
can target air.
Or was it?
It's just pretty bad.
For a minute, they look like the grenadiers targeting air.
Yeah, they can. Look, he's killing an engineer now.
Look, they don't do very much damage though.
No, they're terrible at that. One jump back route, so stuck there, trying to get to the mini, but doesn't.
Oh, the mine! Oh, but it doesn't get it off.
Nice stun.
You know, Largo's actually has upgraded 3 harvesters to afford this pump for the grenadiers, just because they're so cost heavy.
They're making each other explode. It's almost as difficult to play this as it is to play suicide grunts against suicide grunts. Like you're just gonna move really 2 of them in to explode all the other ones, and then everything can be lost very quick.
Yeah.
Largo's already upgrading to tier 2.
Already?
Yep.
Upgrading tier 2? Oh yeah.
Yeah, ASolidConviction is following, but his tier 2 is a little bit behind. They're roughly doing the same build, so not too much surprise there.
What time are you at? I think I am actually 2 seconds behind you.
5:55.
Oh man, yeah, I'm not just a few seconds behind you.
Yeah, double observing is sometimes terrible.
That's alright though.
And this is a best of 3, is that right?
That's right. If it's the second semifinals, right? I believe these are semifinals.
I'm actually gonna get up a scoreboard in that case.
Yes, that'd be probably good. So semifinals are always a best of 3, and the finals are always followed up by a best of 5. As much as I'd like to get best of 3s, even like round 2 were some really good games with Yoda and I forgot the name. We had some really good round 2s though, but we couldn't cast best of 3 because of time restraints.
Yeah, maybe next time. It would be very nice.
Maybe next time. Yeah, maybe next time we would just have a smaller pool of players so that we can actually have not more best of 3s necessarily, but to be able to fit best of 3s into like the better players, I guess you could say. Whoever makes it to the semifinals.
Alright guys, you now should be seeing the scoreboard. I'll keep it updated.
Now, ASolidConviction has managed to pull together a nice death ball here with engineers and his grenadiers, and
yeah, that's a rough one actually.
LargoPancake managed to save his apex too there, like virtually no damage done to it at all, and they fought for a good 2 minutes on that minute.
Oh wait, what's the time?
How that works out.
What's your time?
7 minutes.
Oh my god, I'm a minute ahead.
Oh, really? Jesus.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just getting worse.
Yeah, do you want to like tab out of your game and switch back? Like you can go to your Xbox home or something and browse and just come back. Even the stream would. Yeah, even the stream would give less. I agree with that. Because I don't have delay. That's really bad.
Yeah. Alright, I'll hop back into the and see if that.
Especially weird because you're hosting.
I'm not actually hosting. LargoPancake is hosting.
Oh. Yeah, that's why.
Because
one of us has to host.
RC. Yeah, that would explain it. Yeah, because Metalloid was the previous host of the lobby, but then he left to go cast another game.
Yeah.
And to avoid any more confusion, to try and get things going, they decided to leave it as is. I did not know that not being host has this effect on spectator.
It does, but it's very inconsistent. Like sometimes even then it will go bad, but less often. And not this bad. Okay, so the Voridus hero has actually taken a ton of damage, needs to back off here. But ASolidConviction is also backing off, so it's fine. Could have been pretty bad if that dies though. It's a big investment to remake your hero ever since the cost increases. There's a lot of generators from LargoPancake. What is happening? He's got 3 generators already.
Do you think he might be trying to build a Scarab?
It's not out of the realm of possibility. But his army, man, it's tiny in comparison to ASolidConviction. It's like ASolidConviction is up 2-1 in terms of buff.
Wow.
Are you watching from the stream now?
No, not yet. I'm still hopping in and out of my browser, but I might be hopping on the stream.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, let me know if it's better. Actually, that one Reaver has been doing so much work. It makes all these infused engineers almost useless. Very risky for them to move close.
That's why I like to build a Warlord in the Vortis Mirror, just because that Y ability can really clean up any goo left on the ground.
Oh yeah.
Although if I wasn't playing a Vortis Mirror, sometimes I don't like to get the hero anymore. Just because the goo doesn't last nearly as long. It's not nearly as impactful as it was before. Short of having Cataclysm.
For sure. Wow, ASolidConviction has 3,000 supplies. They're probably wanting to get some generators going with that. Could be catching the hero here, holy crap. And it does die, I think. No! No! What is this? It does die. Oh my goodness, that was so close.
Oh man.
Looks like he picked up the infusion healing. Kinda rolls over the rest of the army now that the hero is gone, and I think it would be reasonable to call this.
I kind of hope it does instant though, so we can restart the lobby. Because you might not believe this, but I've actually got a longer delay now.
How much is it?
Yeah, it's almost like 2 minutes though.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's like the clock just the game just slows down.
Yeah, that's uncastable.
That's right. I'll just be doing like just callbacks to places before.
Yeah. I'm afraid we have to.
That's right though.
Augmented harvester upgrade complete.
ASolidConviction did manage to spend his money. He's making some sensor towers. What? Minus shields. Guess he doesn't have the power.
Harvester constructed. Foundry constructed.
Yeah, LargoPancake actually might be coming back into this game, seeing as he has 2 bases up for much longer. And he'll have a lot of production facilities actually. But ASolidConviction has so many mini bases, kinda. In a few minutes, that's gonna be really snowbally, so LargoPancake has to do something, and soon. Wonder how close we are to Cataclysm combos.
I was about to say, I can't wait till we start seeing the Maelstrom and Cataclysm coming down.
Yeah.
You know, I was just thinking, what do you think happens if you drop a Cataclysm on an army sitting in the Healing Spire?
In the Healing Spire? Oh my goodness.
Yes, because the Healing Spire heals for an incredible...
yeah, I think they might... I think they might survive, but it really depends. Whoa, very vile fight here. Oh, Cataclysm is... Oh, that's not Cataclysm, is it? Is it? It's so hard to tell them apart sometimes. There is Cataclysm, but there also was the healing one. What is happening?
Do you think the infusion wave cancels the animation for Cataclysm? So it kind of is sneaky.
Yeah, I think that was LargoPancake's one. That was so difficult to see. Oh my goodness, he's coming around. There's nothing here to defend. What a comeback.
Wow.
Conviction trying to make a shield generator, obviously not gonna work out. Wait a second, the hunter shots are missing it. Yeah, not enough though.
Oh man.
They're attacking us with vehicles.
wonder if you can percentages on this one phase exactly.
What's that?
Have to find out. Oh, just random information.
Okay.
Rambling on.
No worries.
You know, sitting behind by like 2 minutes. It's a difficult cast.
Yeah, that is very difficult. Alright. Convictions word. This actually cleans up everything, so we're back to where we were with an advantage to Solid Conviction because he has all these minis, but he's not built on them, so that's something he has to fix. He is fixing it now. Only basically lost one building. That's not bad for losing your whole army.
I'm surprised that neither of these players have actually started going for these nodes. Or like, they've gotten a few nodes, but I mean, there's 5 nodes and they've only captured, from my point of view, 1 at the moment. Looks like maybe 2. Don't know if it's changed.
Yeah, I don't think they had the nodes for any amount of time here.
Except LargoPancake's been holding on to that window for a while now.
Yeah.
Nobody owns the middle mid.
Wow, the Warriors gets taken down very, very quickly by those Marauders and Hunters. That's crazy, actually. Well, Conviction yet once more has to run. He doesn't have a good army. He needs something to counter those Hunters, but he has nothing right now. Might even want to try some Banshees, but he doesn't have the air pads.
You would think he'd build some elite rangers. He does have a bag somewhere, doesn't he?
Yeah, those are not bad at all.
He's got 1 raid camp on a mini and a bat.
Yeah.
I wonder if we're gonna see any wombo combos from the Grenadiers and Cataclysm.
Oh my goodness, that would be pretty rough. But right now, the army size is too small to really justify it.
No, but it would be such an amusing thing to see.
Yeah, I mean it could happen, but looks like Solid Conviction is just remaking a vehicle army and jump proofs for some reason. I'm sure he has a plan, I just don't know what it is. Okay, Vorda's hero is out. Starts spreading goo and immediately dies. That was quite sad.
That hero,
oh, there's a Cataclysm with Sun.
I don't think he's microing that hero very well. He seems to be selecting all use a little too much because the Warlord from Vortis is much faster than his army and can actually run ahead of the enemy army with Cataclysm and clean up very well, but he seems to just be walking in with his army, which is kind of a waste.
Conviction needed way more sources of infusion here. Unfortunately, it didn't have much of anything.
Solid Conviction, nope, both are on Tech 2.
Yeah.
I feel like first to get to Tech 3 with Wraiths and Infusion Tech 2 could easily turn the tide of the game, because those Wraiths throwing down goo is pretty big, and it's some good sized goo too.
Yeah, for sure.
Small pools.
Oh, LargoPancake now filling up his 3rd base. He's getting some Apexes, so we could be seeing some Banshees very soon. He has 2k supplies, and he just bought a 4th base. So Conviction is on 1. I don't see this being good for him.
I haven't seen any vehicles getting stuck in the goo. Do you think maybe with the maybe the glitch has been resolved with the recent patch, or if we're just getting lucky?
I think we're getting lucky, and I've actually not seen it with the Marauders before. I'm usually only seeing it with Hogs and Jackrabbits.
I've seen it with any kind of vehicle. I've seen it with Bears and tanks. I even seen it happen to Scarab once.
Oh wow, that's terrible.
Yeah, but I haven't seen any of that since recently. But then again, recently I haven't seen very much Vortis either. Maybe because they reduced the slow on the goo. Maybe that's fixed it. Who knows?
Maybe. Yeah, they should do it for the ice, because that still breaks.
Yeah. They did something to the ice. They reduced it by 30%. Is that just the chill rate or is that the slow?
It's a chill rate, so how fast the units freeze. Not about the slow.
I thought that was the radius, which I was most excited for, and also the slow.
Yeah, afraid not, because it's like they would have to recreate the art asset for it.
I see. Yeah, that radius on Serena's nose is a very big part of her kit.
Yeah.
It's almost hard to say if it'll make her bad, just not having that radius. Because she is a bit of a slow crawl.
Yeah, definitely.
Largo's looking like she's in a really good position here.
He really should be. He spread so much goo in front of the base. There's no units that gonna come out here and not get killed in the process, basically.
Right.
Some more
And I also
grenadiers.
like these locusts coming from LargoPancake as well. Does he have any?
Always making a scarab. He wants to end it.
I knew I was gonna see it eventually. Yeah, the interesting fact about the Vortis Scarab 2 is that because it drops goo, it doesn't actually have to go through a firing animation like regular Scarabs, so it can actually drag its beam across multiple units.
Yep.
Giving it a significantly higher DPS than any other damage, which by itself makes it really good. But then I also heard that the buff to Scarab also affected the Violet Scarab.
I'm not sure if it did.
I'm not sure if it did either. I think it has its own unit damage type.
It doesn't, but I'm not sure if they fixed the unit, if they changed the unit itself. They share the multipliers.
Right.
Leader power ready.
Either way, it's Border Scarab is definitely very strong.
But yeah, it's definitely better than the
It's
normal
worth
one.
purchasing. It's worth purchasing post patch. It's probably definitely worth purchasing after patch. So much good coming from Largo.
Yeah, this boy gonna end it, man.
Down the coffin.
He's gonna put it on follow. Oh, he's bringing race.
Shoppy there at the start, coming from Largo. But to be fair, he did get those 2 minis in the early game, and I feel like that helped him a lot. In the mid game, like that. It might seem very insignificant, like you just spending 400 supplies really early on, pick up 2 minis, like how's that gonna change the end game? But having those minis in the middle for that long just gave him lots of reinforcements and big agents.
Oh my god, there's a Cataclysm as well. Actually, ASolidConviction's army doesn't care too much. What the heck? That was weird. But yeah, he sees the scarab and he taps out, that's it.
He's not gonna give him the satisfaction of killing his base.
No.
Alright, so we're gonna move on to game 2 in the best of 3. And do you want to host a new lobby? And then we'll follow you into there.
Sure.
Oof. Hopefully this time, no delay for me. You know, that's a worse delay than
that was pretty bad.
Man. Alright. I'll let them know that we're gonna host a new lobby.
Yep.
Just so they don't panic when they see us leave. Don't want them like
I messaged
hopping
him
into 1v1. Oh, you did already? Okay, that's fine. And I won't send anything. You know, I made a mistake.
What's that?
Caster's mistake. I forgot to get a bottle of water.
Yeah, go for it.
All right, I'll accept your invite and switch to spectator before I make a I don't know what to call it, a run for some water.
Yeah, are you live? I mean, are you online?
No, I'm appearing offline, but you don't have me added either.
I did add you, but yeah.
Let me appear online real quick. I was appearing offline so that people wouldn't message me while I was streaming or casting another game.
Right.
No, I'm appearing online. No, should be online. Maybe you don't have me added.
I don't.
That's bad, man.
Right, what's your exact username?
Dark Maximus 2. Capital D. The rest is lowercase. No spaces.
Yeah, and spaces.
But you could also just hop in a party and then view profile and then send friend request.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Too used to computer. Yeah, too used to PC. Like, let me just type this in real quick. I have a pad.
All right, send the invite.
Yeah. I don't think trying to think right now. I'm trying to think how big we're gonna make the next tournament, because next tournament is gonna be a 2v2, and I don't know how popular that's gonna be.
2v2. I'm not sure.
Yes. Next weekend is gonna be 2v2. I'm not sure of the logistics. I think there's also an alpha tournament, but that might be happening tomorrow. So many things going on at once. But
okay, everyone's here.
Everyone's here. Let's go to spectator.
What's the map?
Next map. So, shoot, kind of forgot it. Let me think. So we played Frontier. I think it's Ashes. No, okay. Badlands, and then we finish up on Rift again. If it's a tiebreaker. If there's a tiebreaker.
Okay, and did they agree on their bans?
They can switch their bans if they want. You can ask them. You want to invite them to party? That'll make it easier.
It's fine. We got in-game chat. On PC, it's pretty sick.
Oh yeah, you guys have thing. Okay, that makes it easier. Just ask, would you like to change? Would you like to change a ban? But since LargoPancake didn't actually pick a ban, just ask him, would you like a leader ban now?
Yeah.
And I'll message Conviction here and ask him if he would like to change his ban.
Yep.
Would.
Okay, SolidConviction banned Pavium. And Arbiter is banned.
Oh, you already talked to SolidConviction?
He's telling me in the game, like, yeah.
Oh, okay.
We got in-game chat on
PC.
PC.
Is he on PC too?
Yep.
Like
all three of us are on PC except you.
I feel left out, man.
PC taking over, man.
Dang. PC Master Race.
That's right.
It really is. I concede. Where's my Sledgehammer game? Or Sledgehammer PC?
What?
There's a brand of computers or PC. Well, a brand of custom PCs, like they make it for you.
Yeah.
Something like that. They call it like Sledgehammer or Siegehammer, something like that.
That's fine. Oh, SolidConviction switching to Anders and LargoPancake to Cutter. Okay, that's unexpected. Especially after LargoPancake's success.
That is pretty unexpected. Did they ban Avortis though, right?
They didn't ban. They banned Pavium in addition to the rule of banning
right.
What was it
Arbiter?
called? RB.
Yeah. Alright then. So same as last time. So in the blue corner, we have a solid conviction as Anders opening up with Jackrabbit and supply pad first.
On the other side, we got LargoPancake playing as color, doing his weird opening supply pad into generator. Okay, and he's making an extra marine. That would be actually very, very difficult to pull off because the Jackrabbit is excellent at harassing a single infantry unit.
Yes. Badlands, whenever you open up on Badlands, you want to build a scout over any kind of infantry, unlike some other smaller maps, just because these minis in the middle here are very important to grab. You can get away with grabbing that mini on the bottom with just a marine on the cliff there. It just provides just enough line of sight. But having these two at top, it's just as important as getting those two middle in frontier.
Oh, SolidConviction is picking up both? I think he can. No, he grabbed the middle one.
Yeah. He can take up both. He's probably playing a little greedy here and trying to save as much money as he can before LargoPancake makes his way up there. As soon as he spots that marine, he's gonna know he's gonna buy that mini.
SolidConviction got all 3 center mini bases. That is nuts.
Wow.
That should not happen.
Yep. As soon as he saw that marine, he stacked a supply pad on his main to pick up that mini.
Wow, that was beautifully done.
He doesn't even care if he delays that
LargoPancake not happy with this though. He's going double barracks.
Now, is Largo gonna be able to steal this mini from Conviction in the top left corner here?
Did grab that. You know what he could do a triple flamer build. I'm not even kidding. It's crazy.
Oh, with Anders? Yeah, just might be able to. And that global infantry upgrade he could get too for cheap.
Yep.
10% goes a long way on Tech 1. I learned that the hard way.
Yep. So what's he doing with this extra money? Another barracks! 3 barracks! So on it.
Oh my god. I saw that conviction here, opening up with an armory. He's actually building a Spartan.
I don't know about that.
Right. I mean, you might. I don't know. If I was a solid conviction here and I had scouted the double barracks, I would heavily invest into Jackrabbits.
Yeah, same here.
Oh my god, look at all those flavors. Oh, it's not nearly as many as I thought there was, but that's still a lot.
That's still a lot, and there's more flooding in from every place.
And I don't know if this map is really great for rushing either, because of the distance. It's a really big map. Scouts benefit a lot from this map, or any leader with high mobility like Cutter.
Also, SolidConviction saw it at a really good time.
He did. He did. With all these minis, with the mini advantage, I would definitely open up with Jackrabbits here. But SolidConviction playing the wild card and opening up with the Spartan instead.
He is actually getting support drone, like you're saying, and he's making Jackrabbits now.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, he thinks that. I think he thinks that he can hold this with what he has, and he'll just slowly let them come closer, and then he'll hit them with the rabbits. Honestly, there's not that much from Largo, and there's gonna be 2 turrets as well to contend with. SolidConviction could easily upgrade one to anti-infantry, and that alone would be enough already.
Yeah, the cheap upgrades from Anders is gonna make going support drones really easy for him. It's an easy decision to make.
Spartan getting run down though, that's harsh.
Yeah, I don't
Probably
know
best to just fight.
I don't know if I would ever engage Cutter flamethrowers with the Spartan alone, just because you can't really outrun that.
Yeah,
although
absolutely
he's using his own marines and flamers here as a kind of barrier, just to delay.
He bought himself a lot of time to upgrade that turret. Did he cancel?
He did.
No, he is finishing it up now. So these flamers will be having to leave. However, they did pick off the generator, and SolidConviction suddenly has no power income. And the amount of mini bases has turned around as well. But yeah, with so many Jackrabbits,
That
Flamers
has.
have to GTFO.
It's unfortunate that Conviction lost his Spartan.
Yeah, I mean, it did damage, but I'm pretty sure that LargoPancake's eco is hurting more.
Right.
Although he's got double... Oh, wait a second. He's got double generator. At this point, it's probably just best to sack these flamers into, like, the supply pads, because they're so weak. They're not gonna do anything against the rabbits.
Oh no. Now the hard thing to do when building rabbits is not to over commit with them, right? And that's kind of something that I am guilty of doing. Like when I start pumping rabbits, I basically pump them till 60 pop.
Yeah. Yeah, like I'm gonna kill you now.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna build 60 rabbits and then run up to your mini in your base and kill everything. It's like
I mean, there's no units.
The Kasano meta from like season, what was that? Season 1.
Yeah.
He just so used to Jackrabbits being able to run up to buildings.
It can work sometimes.
They do good work on buildings.
Oh, the ODSTs.
They can even do good work. Not buildings. They do good work on mini bases. I mean. But you know, usually if there's any kind of resistance, it's a different story. Like even just a handful of Marines is enough to deter Jackrabbits from being able to hurt a building.
Yeah, Jackrabbits are not good against buildings. You'll be wanting to probably just take over the nodes with them or something.
Funny thing is, because they buffed air to scout damage, that actually makes Sentinels more effective against, you know, scouts trying to clear them.
Yeah.
Clear nodes, I mean. Yeah. I was trying to kill some nodes the other day with Kasano Jackrabbits, and I had like 10 Jackrabbits clearing a node, and I actually lost 2-3 Jackrabbits. I wasn't microing, so it is something to point out, but I was like, oh, I don't have to micro these guys, I never had before. I'll just leave
and now
them
you
here
do
to their thing. Now, like, I gotta babysit them. And there's ODST though. It does look like I'm behind you a little bit, but not as nearly as much as last time. It's
well,
just
I mean, he's picking off that barrage. I don't know, he's leaving it alone. But in this scenario, you can be just dodging the turret shots. That's really cool thing.
You think the fact that all three of you guys are on PC and I'm on Xbox has to do with me being delayed?
Maybe. Are you delayed again?
A little bit, yeah. Not nearly as bad as before, but
what's the time?
30 seconds.
30.
7, 15, 16, 17.
You're 4 minutes behind.
Every time.
Yeah, that probably has to do something.
I think it's just because you guys are on PC.
I think so.
You guys probably just load into the game a lot sooner than I do, and then my game eventually just catches up.
But at the start, you were there at the correct time.
I don't know. Maybe the game just slows down on Xbox.
Yeah, probably. Maybe it's the frame rate that we're doing it 60 FPS and you're not.
Mini base complete.
Oh, that is true. That's probably why it escalates as the game goes on as well.
Yeah. Oh, wait a second. ASolidConviction adding in Sentinels.
Under fire from ground troops.
Talk about devil.
Edgy.
He's just gonna start pumping them, and I suppose he's gonna use them to stun people. That's gonna be hogs. So those are some really good targets for that. I'm a bit surprised that for this strat, LargoPancake chose Cutter instead of like Anders or even Kinsana.
Right.
That was a bit weird.
Yeah, the Kasano Flame Drop would have been really good when he's pushing on a base like that. It actually has enough DPS with the new Flame Hogs to take down those turrets. Maybe even clean up the anti-infantry turrets to allow the Flamers to get back in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hog Cyclops not gonna do so well against these Sentinels. That's for sure. ASolidConviction buys an Expo now.
Were the Sentinel buffs put through this patch, or were they postponed?
They're unchanged.
I remember they were gonna get a pop increase as well as a small stock increase to the damage.
Yes. Yeah, that would be nice because these early guys would be actually very, very good then. But it's right now it's very hard.
They only serve one purpose, which is an all-in move in the late game.
Yep. That's really strong, but yeah, it's probably not where it should be.
I think it's never good to have an unbeatable army, regardless of what point of the game you're in. And at the same time, you shouldn't have a unit that's absolutely useless at certain points in the game. Like even brutes, jump pack brutes, in the mid to late game, once they get that Dark Sky upgrade, they have a lot of health, and those stuns are also very huge to combo with leader powers. And Banish tend to have a lot of good active leader powers to combo with.
Spartan under assault of enemy forces.
Okay, that's Spartan gonna steal a hog. That's great.
So amazing.
Yeah.
He looks so good.
Oh, there's actually 2 Wolverines in here already. That's gonna make it a bit rough without Sentinel synergy, especially. Oh yeah, the ODSTs also.
Our allies are in trouble.
It's a very good mixed
the
army,
ODST
actually.
have good air damage.
They have really good air damage.
Our Spartan is at low health.
They're pretty
Spartan
much
gets
just good against
wrecked.
everything. Whenever I look at ODST, I just look at them as like the anti-infantry. I never thought of them as partially anti-air.
Yeah, they're just like a super marine, basically.
Ready to work.
They shred the infantry though. Like I've seen ODST just like run through mobs of grunts and mobs of and hordes of marines.
Yep.
It's really
Okay,
good.
the anti-infantry turret here should be enough to help hold. But then the Sentinels are in trouble because of the Wolverines still. Oh, close air support actually being called in. Could this be the end? What?
I think close air support can close it out real easy. Close air support is a
Solid
really
Conviction.
nice base tracking tool, firm cutter.
Yeah, it really is. ASolidConviction has no units. He's losing the anti-infantry turret, which was doing basically all the DPS here. The other turrets are getting low as well. Gets the Spartan out, but getting
Are we
focused.
gonna have a game 3?
It's getting close to not happening right now because ASolidConviction has 0 pop. Spartan falls and there's nothing on the base.
Oh.
Yeah, Largo won game 1, so that's gonna be it for ASolidConviction. He has no production, he has no building staff.
Wow. For some reason I thought ASolidConviction won round 1. Ah, man.
Oh, that's a bad way to go. I feel a little sorry for him. I would have loved to see a game 3.
That sudden close air support to close out the game. Man, that's...
Wow,
the
that
big
was...
surprise for sure.
I guess that's what happens if
And
you're
close
in a
air
low...
support got a nice HP buff too.
Yeah, I suppose that's what happens if you're in a low eco situation and the game drags out. And then suddenly someone shows up with their ultimate ability and you're like, oh no!
Absolutely. You can get the same effect from like an eradication or burno.
Yeah.
Very easily. Currently, like right now, a good strategy for Aatrox is actually just to abuse the countermeasures with jump pack brutes, install out that early game, and really contain them to one base, and then get that ultra ability. And you can just neglect your tech too, and then drop erad and clean up.
Yep. It's really stupid.
It's so stupid.
Yeah, good series.
Cutter and Kasana at least have to play a little smarter. It's a good series. Definitely some nice micro. I like seeing the Sentinels from Anders. You don't see them very often, unless it's incredibly late in the game.
Yeah,
and to
especially
be honest,
in 1v1s.
you never see mass Sentinels in competitive games.
No, it just doesn't get there. But we know it's very strong, but it just doesn't go there because.
You know, it's similar to like the Pavian. Pavian Wraiths. What are they called?
The invaders. Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of like Pavian Wraith invaders. Like, you're never gonna. Although they're incredibly broken in mass, they're incredibly difficult to get there.
They're so difficult to get there. It just doesn't happen. Yeah. So we don't really need to worry too much about them.
It's only a problem in the casual side of the community.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Which isn't to say we shouldn't fix it. It's just
I agree with that. It should be fixed because it's kind of wrong that a support unit kills everything.
Yeah, it's really interesting. It kind of sucks though, because Pavium does have very little going for him short of stalling games. It's a very strange kit that they built for a leader.